Greetings, everyone who's here, who has decided to tune in. This is Ufara again with Keys for the Unhinged. This is the second episode. I'm excited to be back, excited to hear what comes up, what comes out. I'm just excited. It's a beautiful day. It's about 8:19 in the morning, so it's a lot of day left. So many possibilities, so many things can happen. And that's what's so exciting. It's very, very, very exciting. Okay. A word that I was given while I was in meditation, sitting quiet. Dream. You know, the first episode, we were given the word burn. And we know to change, of course, of direction, we have to burn things. And the things that we burn will no longer be the weights of the new directions that we're turning to go into, to walk into. Dreaming. Dream, dream, dream. What fills your heart with joy? We have to figure that out, right? And even with coming from under a mindset that it's not geared to your journey and to your purpose, sometimes we forget to even know what it's like to dream. And it's sad, but it is so true. We forget what dreaming feels like. And I'm not talking about laying down, going to sleep, and dreaming. I'm talking about the aspirations, the things that bring us joy, the things that make us smile, the things that make our hearts smile because we've done something and it was something of value. We've planted an amazing seed. That's the kind of dreaming I'm talking about. Aspirations, things that just bring you joy. And dreaming is necessary. We've forgotten how to dream. We've forgotten how to sit quietly. We've forgotten to sit. A lot of times I have, of course, examples are always good. And if you can use yourself, it's even better, right? But me personally, with coming into myself and walking in my journey myself, according to myself, it's a powerful thing. And we can forget to sit in quiet by ourselves. It's not, we're afraid of the quietness, the stillness. We're afraid of it. We're used to having maybe the TV on, maybe some talk show on, maybe the radio on. Either way, some way or another, it's continual noise, 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 noise. So it's so much noise that we don't sit within ourselves and sit quiet. And even if some dreams happen to be there lying dormant, we can't hear them because of the noise that we have surrounded ourselves in. It's so crazy that the system has made us afraid to dream. And if we're not afraid to dream, we're afraid to go after our dreams because we were told You shouldn't do that. That don't look right. That ain't what you were born to do. And so forth, and so forth, and so forth. If you are not hurting anyone, if you are not hurting yourself, what's the problem? What's the problem? If everyone stuck to those two things, things would just be awesome here. The vibration would be, it would be nice, because that means that you're taking care of yourself for one, and then for two, you're taking care of your fellow man or woman. You know, it's just, that would be wonderful. See, there I go. I went off into a dream. But it's okay. It's necessary, because when you start dreaming and when you start having aspirations for things, then once you get over the fear, once you decide, okay, even if I do have the fear, I'm going to do it afraid. Once you move that out the way, then the dreaming comes, and with dreams comes visions, and I think those are the same things. But with dreams comes ideas on what to do with those dreams and how to make those dreams a reality. So what fills you with joy? Find out. Find out. If you know not, then go for it and find out. Sit quiet. Cut the music off. Cut the podcast off. Cut the whatever it is that you continually listen to, so you do not have to sit and talk to yourself. Cut it off. Because when it's quiet, you're able to hear the things that needed to be heard. It's so important. Every day, some people do it, excuse me, that's my stomach. I don't know if you heard it or not. Some people do it a couple times during the day. They have to actually sit and meditate, sit in prayer. I don't know what you call it, but they have to actually sit a few times throughout the day in quiet and be still. And kudos to those people, because I struggle with finding one time to do it throughout the day. Not to I'm not afraid to sit in the stillness and in the quiet, but I realized in the beginning that that was a trick from whoever you want to call it, whatever you want to call them. It was a trick, we're just so busy, 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 busy. It's like being afraid of the face in the mirror. We're afraid to look at ourselves. We're afraid to soul search ourselves. And that's crazy that we are afraid of ourselves. Speaking of afraid of ourselves, pheromones, right? Every individual has a certain pheromone. But all the products today, the food, like we're bathing our stuff. We're bathing ourselves in all these chemicals. Okay, they're not even edible, but in all these chemicals. And so, unfortunately, it's sad that your mate doesn't know what you really smell like. Doesn't know what your scent is. And we should, because if we link to someone and they stink to you, that means obviously it's an imbalance between the both of you all's connection, right? Some people, yes, some people have natural odors, but that's not natural, okay? No, I wouldn't even say some people have natural odors. Some people have health issues where things happened and they have a stench to them. I'm not talking about those people. If you do have one of those things, you need to fix it because it's not natural. You shouldn't have a odorous stench coming from yourself. So I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about people who do not have that. And you still are caking yourself on with all these unnatural products. Your husband doesn't know what you smell like. So he's not even attracted to the pheromone that you naturally put off. And it's vice versa for the men. It goes both ways. So for whatever reason that came up, we were talking about dreaming, and then I went on to pheromones. And maybe it is connected. It can correlate together, the dreaming and the pheromones, because we're asleep. We're asleep, and have you ever heard of The Walking Dead? We're literally The Walking Dead. We walk around, we have something in our ear 24/7. We can't hear our own thoughts. We can't hear the birds. We can't hear the trees moving. We can't hear the dog barking in the yonder. It's just things we cannot hear because we are so bombarded with other higher, what do you want to call it? Higher, goodness, what word am I looking for? Higher, I'm going to say it, but hopefully you'll get it. You'll learn me. You'll learn my personality. You'll learn my talk language. I don't even know what you want to call it, but it's me, okay? But so the higher, and I don't want to use a certain word, so that's why I'm looking for another word. But people who are in charge and stuff, they're making your journey their journey, which is not going to live. It's not going, it's not going to allow you to live according to your standards of living, according to your journey. It's according to someone else's journey. And that's the thing. We all have a separate journey. Everyone has a separate journey. So what I hear might not necessarily be the same thing that you hear, but because my journey is dedicated into one, is dedicated into love, is dedicated into healing, is dedicated into replenishing what was taken. So that's what my journey is. For those who are on that same journey, then what I hear, what I see, what you hear, what you see, it should be able to help us as a collective. So, but I'm saying like certain steps that people take, everybody are not going to take the same steps. But yes, we all do need to burn. We must reconcile the road that has led us to today. That we have to do that. We have to do that. And we have to dream. We're walking dead. We're walking dead. If you don't know what your wife smells like naturally, you're walking in a dream. If you do not know what your husband smells like naturally, you're walking in a dream. And it doesn't have to be your wife. It doesn't have to be your husband, but I'm talking about someone who you are with. I mean, like, y'all, we have to wake up. we have to wake up. So we have to cut off the noise. We have to take time and sit in the quiet so that our higher selves can speak to us. It's been talking. It's been screaming. It's been drumming, everything to get our attention. And we're so busy with trying to stay afloat with the next movie, with the next song, with the next shoes, with the next clothing line. We're so busy trying to stay afloat, we have lost ourselves. And I was tired of not knowing who I was. I was tired of not waking up every day in a joy because I am walking according to how I want to walk. I was tired of it. And I'm assuming if you're still here and you're still listening, you were tired too, and you are tired too. And so the burning, we have to burn. We have to burn. And then once we burn, we can dream. We could dream. Do not give anyone charge over your life. Not your husband, not your wife. And I'm so serious. I myself, I have been married almost 16 years. And this journey, it has gone from A to, I wouldn't even say Z, because to me Z would be obviously when I lay down and close my eyes and remove myself from this body. So I wouldn't say from A to Z, but obviously with him and I getting together, we started at A, and now I don't know, we might be at, I don't know, because like I told you, we did the religion thing up until about, it actually started September of 2024. That's when it started, because we met someone, and so that's when it started. But it's like, yeah, I love you, you love me. We have decided as two willing adults to be together. So that's what else is it? It's what else is needed. You know, we're two adults. We have committed to be together. So everything under that is under that. But I cannot let his wishes be the ruling factor of my life. I can't, because then you can do that, but you'll lose yourself, because it's not his journey. His journey is supposed to be walked inside himself. Your journey is supposed to be walked inside yourself. We give people advice, we give them counsel, because that's what we're supposed to be doing as a collective. The mind of the ultimate creator is in every single one of us. As we hear something, we share it. That's what we do, especially when you know it will benefit the hearer, okay? So just if you have to, and trust. It will be hard to let go like that if there's not true trust in your relationship. I don't like the words, yeah, you're my wife, I own you. I'm sorry. I'm like an adult and no one owns me, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about truth, okay? First of all, we can't sugarcoat stuff. We can't act like this doesn't exist. We can't act like it's not there, because it's there. And it's people who say, oh, hey, you're my wife. Okay, I own you. This is what I want you to do. Oh, you're my husband. Okay, You belong to me. This is what I want you to do. I'm sorry, we're adults, okay? And no one belongs to you. Even your children, they only came through your portal to experience this journey of life themselves, but they do not belong to you. So if our children don't even belong to us and we were just portals for them to come through, how can you say that your spouse belongs to you? That's crazy. That is so crazy because now you're talking about some other stuff. You're talking about, I make you do what I say. You listen to what I say. You do what I say do. And that's not cool. It's not cool to put an individual in that spot, period. Now, our children is something totally different, okay? But we still do not own them. They're children, they're growing, so we still need to guide them and so forth. I don't even want to get into that. We'll be going way, that will come up, I'm pretty sure, sometime in the near future about, children. But, so dream. I definitely know that I am with my soulmate. We don't even have to, and that's a whole nother conversation too, okay? That's a whole nother something else. But so we're at this point to where, and I finally told him like, yeah, because he would joke sometimes and he would be like, yeah, you belong to me. I get the words, but I don't get the words. And because I get what you're saying, but I don't get what you're saying that I'm an adult and I belong to you, I don't like those words. And I finally came to a place where I told him, and it was about maybe a month or two ago. And I'm like, I don't like that. But it took me a while to get to the place to where I was comfortable with saying that. And that's the problem. We're not comfortable with speaking our truth. We're not comfortable with saying whatever it is that is distasteful to us, that is tasteful to us. That's why we don't even know what is tasteful to us because of how things have been set up. We're so unhinged. We don't know what's tasteful. We don't know how to dream. We don't know pheromones of our mates. It's just things we don't know. And so turning back to yourself is the ultimate goal. And we're scared, but it's yourself. Do you really think your higher self wants you, the vehicle that it is walking around in, to fall? Or do you think your higher self wants you to enjoy this journey, wants you to experience that feeling, wants you to experience that taste, wants you to experience that smell? I mean, like, go this place, go that place, spend this money on whatever it is because it's just money. More will flow to you if you have your mindset correct. So that's it. Just all these fears that we're walking in, all these fears that we have, and we're just afraid to let go and to be ourselves and to love ourselves. And that's probably what it goes and boils down to. We're not taught to love ourselves. In the beginning, we did. When we were children, all we knew was love when we were small. And then we were told, hey, we don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, we don't say that. Don't say that. Hey. I mean, that starts killing your That starts killing the parts of you that are necessary today in this journey. There is no way possible that you can complete this journey happily without nurturing and feeding that inner child. That's when you were pure. That was before all the manipulation. That was before all the lies. That was before all the touching and the hurt and the screaming and the fussing and the fighting, the bullying. That was before all that. So that's who you have to return to. And to return to that innocent child that is full of love, and the only thing they know is love and play, you have to burn. You have to burn, you have to burn, you have to burn, you have to dream. And the other word was wonder. Wonder. A journey that does not require a map. It doesn't require a map to wander. Roam and explore yourself. You have to relearn yourself. You have to dig it back up because it's been suppressed. It's been buried. So you have to rise. You know how they said Christ rose on the third day? It's you who have to rise. You buried yourself. Maybe not you, but some other powers buried you. But you have to rise. You have to roll that rock off. And you have to rise. And you'll keep rising. And you'll keep rising. And you'll keep rising because you'll continue to burn. You'll continue to dream. And you'll continue to rise. And you'll continue to rise. And wonder. Wonder. We're so afraid of the unknown. We're so afraid of what's not happening every single second. And that is not healthy for us. We have to trust the process. If your heart is set on good intentions, if you know your heart is set on love, and you know your heart is set on giving love, receiving love, that means you're not going to do something to hurt your neighbor. That's it. You're not going to, if you love your sister, you're not going to go and sleep with her husband. Right? If you love your brother, you're not going to go sleep with his wife. It's just, we know what we're supposed to do and we know what we're not supposed to do. We know it. So do what you're supposed to do because it's what you want to do anyways. It's people who, because there has to be a balance, so it's people who are going to say they love you and wouldn't mind sleeping with your husband. It's going to be people who say they love you and wouldn't mind sleeping with your wife. That is something that you will be able to pick up on if you're in a certain mindset. And by that, if your intuition is open and if it's being active, okay? So it's just things that we would do and things we wouldn't do when you're talking about love. And that's why I know in the first episode, I said it has to go back to that. It has to go back to that. Because karma, it is definitely kicking. It's alive and kicking. It exists. And so what you do will come back to you. It's so simple. It's so simple. So if you know you're about a balance, because I'm sorry, if you come up to my house and you're talking about harming somebody here, then we're going to have to make movements to make sure that's not done. So I'm not talking about somebody come up to your house and they're talking about killing you, robbing you, just to let it be because we're talking about love. Oh no, we ain't talking about that at all. We're not, because you got to have that balance. There's that balance. It's a time to kill. It's a time to murder. It's a time for all that. We have to have a balance. So I'm not saying that love will win 100% of the time. But you know what? I do honestly think love will win 95% of that time, of the time. 95% of the time, I think love will win. That other 5% of the time, if your heart is settled like it's supposed to be, and if you're on a certain frequency where you should be, to where you're not aggressive, you're not upset, you're going to vibrate on that frequency. So you're going to attract other love, feelings, frequency, beings, you're going to attract that to you. Whatever frequency you are on, that it's just like a radio station. If you're on the pity frequency, best believe your life is going to attract people in it, things in it to feed you more pity, okay? If you're on a love frequency, best believe your life is going to attract people who are interested in sending you love and receiving love from you. I mean, that's how it works, okay? So that's why I said 95% of the time. But if you're on that love frequency and you're all about positivity, that 5%, your intuition will let you know that 5% is trying to invade. And you'll know to either go left, go right, step forward, or step back. So that 5%, whatever. That's pretty much what I think about that. Because I do think the higher frequencies are more powerful than the lower frequencies. Okay? Yeah. So don't forget to dream. Don't forget to wonder. Wonder. I wonder about this. I wonder about that. Just explore. You have to learn you all over again. And that's actually where I am in this moment in my journey. Learning myself. And you have to invest in yourself. You have to. Your goals, your aspirations, you have to relearn yourself. For how long have you been walking with two faces? You have to balance within. We have to. It's a must. It's a must for us to balance within. Now, I do not expect for all of the podcast to be under 35 minutes. This is only the second one. It's so many people, like I said, the first episode, it's so many people I want to have up here. And I tell you what, I'm going to make a list because I'm going to be able to check off everyone on that list. And I speak that into the future of this podcast. I do. And that's what's just so amazing and it's so wonderful because it's going to happen. And I know it is, and it's going to be wonderful for the podcast because these people are so inspirational to me, and being able to sit and listen and converse with them one-on-one. Oh my goodness. It's like dreams come true, you know? And so that's one of my dreams. The list it's not super long, but maybe like 10 people. But you meet people all the time. You come across new people all the time. So my list isn't super long. I'm definitely going to make the list when I finish the recording because it's on my mind right now to make that list. And I'll mark it off. I'm going to write today's date. I'll write the names down, and I'll keep the list because when I do the podcast, I'll write the date it manifested on, you know. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. It's always cool to see your visualizations come to pass, you know. So it's gonna be wonderful. My husband definitely, he is going to be a guest up here very, very soon. My daughter, she is going to be a guest up here. She's 14, but her mindset is off the chain. Okay, she didn't grow up like I grew up. She didn't grow up in church. She didn't grow up stuck to religious thoughts, the mindset and all that stuff. So you'll hear my son, he's 10. Conversations with him are phenomenal. It's just my life is beautiful, and I want to enjoy it according to how I see to enjoy it, not how someone else tells me to see and enjoy my journey. Because that means it's not being enjoyed. That means it's just being lived. And when I lay down, that means having so many regrets. And I don't have time for regrets. I have time for enjoying this journey with the ones I love and spreading love to whoever I can and receiving love from whoever I can. Pure love. That's what I am about. And I'm about learning. Yeah, you'll hear that too. Certain things that I'm into. I am, yeah, yeah. I'm uniquely me, okay? So have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Smile, go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm here. I'm finally showing up, and I will love you from here on out. Until next time, see you later.